Hello everybody, we're back. We're going to jump right into it. So we're going to dive right into that big old bin of cars. Pull out 25 and then I'm going to rank them from my favorite to, or actually my least favorite to my favorite. And you guys then disagree. So I'm going to jump in here. We'll see what's in here. Mix them all up, sort of, kind of, if we can do this without harming them. Alright, let's see what we got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Get way down here. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So I'm going to go ahead, see what we've got here, rank them from my least favorite to my favorite, and we'll get them in the diorama. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and if you haven't played our little game before, my 25 cars are now in the order that I like them, from worst to first. And so we'll go through the first 10 or so pretty quickly. First, we've got, what is this guy? This is Buzzerk. Didn't even bother writing the names. His little saw works pretty well, but that is Buzzerk. Quite honestly, I don't know anything about this one. This is not one of my favorite fantasy cars, and he is in last place. Sorry, Buzzerk. Next, we've got the Railroader. This one looking like a train car. That one is from 2004. That's the Chrome Burners 5-pack. This one also came in red, I believe. The back wheels don't move on this. They're just plastic kind of frills around there. Son loves that one. But that one only comes in towards the end. We've got Roadhog. There we go, get him in the picture. Usually I like Roadhog even better than this, but this isn't really one of my favorite colors. That one from 2009, and that one, it was a mystery car from 2009. So you had to look to get that Berserk. Many people, I'm sure, were opening the mystery packs and thrilled when they got their Roadhog. Next, ATV. He actually fits right into this diorama. That one, I don't know when it is. I've mentioned before, we got a lot of ATVs in this bin. Supposedly the entire collection up through about 2014 of ATVs. Didn't really go out of my way to get those. They just happened to be in there. We've got a Subaru Impreza. Usually I really like this car. This is one of the most disappointing color jobs ever, I think. I remember when this one came out. I don't know what it is about this plastic, and it probably doesn't show up on the video, but this one just looks cheap. It's got a metal body, plastic top, but that color just does not look right on that car. I don't think that one from 2011. We've got a Pontiac GTO, also from 2011. Now we're starting to get into some cars where I had to think a little bit about my choices. Pontiac GTO. We've got the 70 Chevelle SS Wagon. That one from 2018, 17, I'll go with 18. 2018 I'm going with. Totally hate the tires on this one. That's what makes this one so low. Just the tire choices on it. I know, I could change them. We have, but that one, they're not changed. So he's not too high on our list. We've got a the Camaro, but I don't remember what year this is. This one they put out a lot of models on. No interior on this one. This one, let's see if I can figure out what this is. This was the Aliens. It's a 5-pack, I believe, but I don't remember the year or the name of the 5-pack, but it was something Aliens or Outer Space, something like that. Camaro, we've got ourselves a Firebird. We've heard stories about this one. I've got a lot of these, so they tend to show up kind of randomly. I think we saw a blue one just a few videos ago. Wouldn't be surprised if we keep seeing this one in the bin. That one from 2011. I'm not going to tell you my story again about the Firebirds. And a Lamborghini Countach. That one pretty old. That one from 1997. Holding up well for its age. Not been played with that much, that one. Nice car. Lamborghini Countach. 1997. Alright, now we're getting into the bottom half. Thought this one was a Matchbox when I first saw it. That is not a Matchbox. That is just a generic model. I'll show you everything here. It's a Porsche, obviously. But, well, I was going to say it's generic. It's not generic. It's a Maisto. It's a Porsche 956. But, got its suspension working. There are Matchbox models, I believe, of this same car, but I thought that was Matchbox when I first saw it. That one, pretty high on our list. Another Pontiac GTO. This one not a convertible, probably from 2011 also, yep. 2011. Don't like the chrome interior, but otherwise, really like that car. You can leave a note below. Tell me what you think about the new backgrounds. The green screen is gone now. It's completely broken down and stored. It was taking up too much space, and it was taking too much time in editing. And often, like this Silverado, I would pick up the car, bring it up here, it would focus, and see the background turns all blurry. That's pretty normal, obviously, but when you do a green screen, background doesn't turn off fuzzy, so you'd have half the sky and everything would be all nice and clear, and everything else would be fuzzy in the diorama back here, and it was starting to annoy me. Plus, it was limiting what I could do with the dioramas, because I would have to have hills back here so that I could mask around the outside of the diorama and then put a background back there that would be digital. And that was taking too much time, and I don't have that much time. So we've changed the format of everything, and now everything back to here, right behind that rock there. So right, see everything back there. I know I'm screwing up the magic, right? Oops, I'm also screwing up the trees. Everything behind this rock are props, so they can move around. Like that tree right there, there's a tree right above there, we can't see it. So anyways, all that stuff can be moved around, and then the background is just a board background. So we've got more to choose from. Anyways, onward. Silverado, also from 2011. That Hot Wheels livery series, sub-series that they had. This one is a, what is this, 2017 Ford GT. That one from recent? Yeah, 2017. I do like this one. Now we're getting down to the ones that were tough choices. Are we to our top 10 yet? We are just in the top 10. So this is number 10. I like those headlights too. I did a good job with that. That car, that Ford GT. Probably would not be driving it on that road. Next, the Ferrari FF. This one from 2011. Ferrari FF coming in at number 9 on our show. Number 8 is this is a vintage, I believe. Yeah, vintage series 32 Ford Vicky. This is from 1994. These hold up pretty well. Back wheels are a little wonky, so someone's been playing with this, but considering that they've been playing with it, it's held up. See, a little bit of chipping going on there in the front. This guy's seen some action, but a Ford Vicky from the Vintage Series. Those Vintage Series cars do not have those little caps that the wheels fit around. Or I should say the wheels are not caps that fit around a little plastic piece. So that's how you can tell the vintage cars from the originals. They've also got vintage stamped on the bottom if you're ever really confused. It says vintage there. There was a bit of a scam going on with that. You can look it up online if you'd like. Next, we've got the Corvette convertible. And this one is a revealer. The Revealers, a series, well, wasn't really a series, I guess it was a set that came out. I want to say there were 12 cars in the set, and then there was something you could send away for. But the Revealers came in a package that you would dip in water and the package would dissolve, which sounds really weird. But it was a thing back in the day. You could also buy them as a set. And the Revealers had a lot of kind of odd ultra hot wheels on them and some kind of crazy markings, but that one is a Revealer. Also drives very low. Speaking of driving low, this one doesn't. Here we've got the Gulch Stepper. We've not seen one of these in a while. This one looks like it really belongs in there. That one from 1993. Talk about holding up well. That guy has not been played with much. A few little chips. Look at those big old black walls on it. This one really looks like it could drive around in my display here. The Gulch Stepper, 1993. All right, our top 5. And what would a top 5 be without a 57 Chevy and a cop rods? So we've got one of the better cop rods, I think, this time. This 57 Chevy. Really like that's a really creative design on the front with the flames and the back. Boston Police, get this one. Rubber tires on that. I believe that was Series 1. No markings on the bottom with your Chevy. 1978 was the date the casting was done, not the date these came out. I don't remember when these came out. Wasn't it early 2000? I want to say it was early 2000s onward. This one, next one, number 4 is, I'm not sure my info is correct for this. Well, I guess it is. It's a 57 Buick. Yeah, it's a 57 Buick. I've got this listed as an Ultra Hots, but I don't remember this one being in the Ultra Hot series. So if I'm wrong, sorry about that. I've got it listed as an Ultra Hots. Got a little bit of paint job messed up right there on the side. Just a little bit. Looks better on this side. Opening hood on that. Do like that. 57 Buick. And if that is number 3, by the way, that one from 2007. If that is number 4, then we've got 3 more here that have to be pretty good. And this one almost made my number 1. I had it number 1 for a bit, and then I changed it. And that is this Porsche 911. I think it was a multi-pack exclusive. It's old, and I don't know much about this one. It's an odd little car. Just because it's solid purple, it's got Hot Wheels on the front there. No other markings on it. In near perfect shape. Cool little purple Porsche. That is number 3. And some of you have pointed out my number 1s, 2s, 3s often are not Hot Wheels. I think that's because They tend to have rubber tires, so they get mixed in with the green lights and the M2s and so forth. And this is not going to be any exception. Number 2 is it's a muscle machine. I believe this one's from the early 2000s. Look at that low rider muscle machine. That does have an opening hood. We'll look at the other side here in a second. And that is it's a Ford. I don't remember the year on that. It's a Ford. Here's that opening hood. Let's see if I can get a close-up of that. You can see that opening hood there. Very cool. Muscle machine. Very, very nice. Rubber tires on that as well. It's got a little suspension in there. Very nice. And number 1, and I remember when we got the lot with this one in it, and I was very excited about this one. I don't know much about it. There it is. This one is dropped my paper here, my notes. This one, it's a Dodge D150 van. It's from Planet Toys. 1975 Dodge van. It was part of the Street Whips series. And if I had to guess, this one probably came in a plexiglass case when it came out. Now, what's interesting about this one, I've never seen another one, but also I don't know much about this brand that this came out with. The Street Whips series, or I'll show you on the bottom. It says it's part of Planet Toys. Can you see that on the bottom there? Made in China. It's got a date of 2008 on it, or 2006 on the bottom. Rubber tires. Look at those rims. That really looks nice, though. You really like that one. That is one of my favorite cars that has shown up in these lots out of thousands of cars. That one's in my top 50 somewhere. So it is our number 1 car of the video. Did we get 25 in here? You know, we only got 22 cars, and I have 2 others here, but you know what? I think I'm going to throw these others back in the bin, and we'll deal with them later, because I already had a number 1, and one of these other cars I just found might have been my number 1. Anyways, we had 23. So that's going to do it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching, and tune in for the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.